Hey everybody, I'm live on Friday night. So if you're watching the replay, you're the only one hearing that intro. This is Cindy A. Lewis, and I am live Friday night. It is going to be a Friday night boredom breaker from the pandemic. So let's get everybody on and seeing what we can do. And then we're going to do a fun DIY, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can get a kit to do it too. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Bill. We're all, oh, everybody's not on yet. So we're all like stuck in our houses. So we've got to find some fun things to do, right? I'm doing great. How are the puppies, Jamie? Good evening, Deborah. Hey, Ray. Yep, we're all stuck in our houses right now. And guess who's coming? Leo Kitty. They're doing great. Awesome. Hi, Angela. Glad you joined tonight. Trying to break up the boredom and the monotony of staying in the house or at home. Leo says hello. Yeah, he's something else, I'll tell you. Here's the answer to the toilet paper shortage. What is the answer, Bill? 3 weeks old. Oh, yeah, Jamie. Let me see if he'll jump in my lap. Human. No, that sounds awful. How about we just don't panic? Here he is. He can say hi to everybody. Say hi to Ray and Jamie and Bill, all the gals out there. He's such a mess. He just wants attention. Yeah. All right. Okay. Doing a live. Am I back? Can you guys see me? Hey. Yes, he's a handsome kitty. Yes, he is. All right, good. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm back. All right. So I'm hoping that everybody could join. I don't know what everybody's doing on Friday night. And this is a different time for live. I usually do it on Mondays. But I decided, yay! But I decided that because of, everybody having to stay home and everything, that we could do some things. Oh, you did? Yep. Bill, I think that was for you. Watching Golden Girls. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to do something fun for everybody. So this is what I came up with. Some pandemic boredom breakers. So tonight is the first session, and we're going to make an 8-page journal out of paper. Oh, yeah. And so then Monday night, we're going to have session 2. In session 2, we're going to repurpose some junk mail envelopes. So if you haven't been saving all those junk mail envelopes or your old bill envelopes because you pay online or something, save them, and we're going to do something with those on Monday night. But let me tell you a little bit about what I want to do and offer if anybody's interested. Is I'm going to be putting together this journal tonight, an 8-page journal. I'm going to show you how I put it together, and then we might decorate it a little bit. Hi, Kathy. And then I have a kit where I've set aside some papers. I'll show you everything that's part of it. And I'm actually going to sell those kits so that it can come to you so that you can do your own 8-page journal. It's kind of a traveler's journal size. And and then, like to help you break the boredom. See? Break the boredom. So anyway, I don't really want to sell on YouTube, but I will tell you that I do PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. If you're interested in a kit, you'll let me know. You can just email me at cindy@cindyalewis.com. Okay, so let's get started with what we want to do tonight so that we can have some little crafting fun. So question for those that are on tonight, do you like to paper craft? Yes or no? Because maybe I can persuade you if the answer is no. We'll see. So just comment yes or no, or a thumbs up, or a happy face, or whatever. Yep. All right. Yep. Good. Good. Okay. Second question is, have you ever journaled or kept a diary or kept a daily of some sort? Have you ever done that? Yes or no? We'll see if we get any responses here. Yes. Hi, Kathy. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So this is just taking it up a notch, really easy to put together, and you can make gifts. You don't really like watching? Oh, cool. Well, you know, Ray, maybe I'll make one for you if you wanted me to. I don't know. So anyway, but it's really fun. And, you know, sometimes we just want to keep track of one thing a day, like I did at Christmas time or something. And it's really fun to look back on or to maybe preserve memories for your kids or your grandkids or something like that. So it's really a fun thing to do. So anyway, we're going to get started. I'm going to go over here to my table, which of course it's going to be a little bit hard to see me, but you'll be able to see what we're doing, right? Okay. All right. So let me put the cat down and move the camera. We're going to move it over here, and you can see I have a lot on my table here. A lot going on here. So let's see if we can get it situated. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let me see. I gotta fix the legs here. Can everybody see okay? Got a thumbs up? Getting dizzy? Sorry, Bill. Okay, so to make this size journal, this is 8 by 8 square papers, and I have 8 pages. And I'm going to show you right here. Here's one. This is one of my 8 pages, and I do want my musical notes right side up. So let's see, make sure that they are, because that's what this page is. And so I'm going to fold it in half because I'm just putting one journal together. And so I'm just going to fold this one in half like this. And voila, it's a journal. No, I'm just kidding. But when you put the 8 pages together, you do have a journal. So I'm going to show you what I did. So I made one page to be the cover, and I actually sewed some lace on here. And if any of you know me, bye-bye, have a good evening. This is my favorite lace from the Dollar Tree. It's a cloth lace. It's really pretty. Okay, so I've got one page, and then I took the other pages. Some of them are not double-sided, so I flip them, like one would be this way, and then the opposite, so that I don't have the same all the time. And then in the middle, you can see all my pages. In the middle, I sewed the sides and made this one 11 inches and folded it up so I automatically have pockets. You see that? So that's going to be my center page like this. Now, the pages don't have to be perfect. A little tricky, not too bad. But you do want to have, because journals, even junk journals, are they're not made to be perfect. They're made with things that you have, whatever's in your stash. And this is one thing that I wanted to share too. You don't have to buy a kit from me. You can just get some of your scrapbook paper and make your own, right? So, but if you want some coordinating paper, some ephemera and stuff like that, then you might want a kit. I don't know. Okay, so here I am. The first thing that I need to actually do is sew these together. And yes, sew is the key here. So I have this really long needle. See if you can see it, maybe on a dark piece. Really long needle, maybe not on a dark piece, maybe on a light piece. There we go. This is used for this kind of sewing, and I have waxed thread, so it'll go through the journals easily. Then I have an awl, and I'm going to take the awl and I'm going to punch holes in here so that I can sew these together. Now, if you were putting these into a binding, then it would be called a signature. So that's what this is actually called, but we're making this its own journal. So right here I have an old book that I took the binding off to make a journal out of, and I use it to punch holes into my journal pages. So I'm going to show you how I measure my pages. So I take a piece of graph paper, and I have only one, so really all I want to do is center where I'm going to be punching my holes so I don't get confused with that. So I'm going to, what you do to find your center is fold your paper in half, right? And then you take the top and fold it in half, and then the bottom and fold it in half. Then you know where your punches are going to be. Then you take your graph paper and fold it in half the long way. Now I know exactly where the center is, and I marked where I'm going to be punching all my holes with my awl into my journal here. So I'm going to take my journal, and I'm going to use some clips so that it doesn't move. And I'm going to lay my measuring tool here. I'm going to get a couple more clips. Hold on one second. I don't want to make you guys dizzy or anything. There we go. Yes, I'm not the only one here. Okay, so I'm going to clip this here and clip it here so that it doesn't move either. And it's easy when you're just doing one to know where you're going to be punching your holes. So I'm going to take my awl, and I've got this book here, and I'm going to lay this on here, and I want to punch all the way through all 8 pages. So it takes a little bit to get it to go through, a little strength. You can see it's coming through. And you don't want your holes too big, but you do want them big enough for your needle to go through. You see? Be sure, I can't see it. You're sure, I don't know what you're saying, Bill. I have to go back and read it. All right, so I'm going to punch here, and then I'm going to punch here, right here, and then I'm going to punch up here, and it's coming through, and there we go. So now I'm going to take this off, and you can see where my holes are for sewing in my thread. Now to sew in the thread, this is called a pamphlet stitch. This is a very simple stitch. And I'm going to take this, this right here, this washi tape to help me out. So I'm going to set it over here. Now to sew in the pamphlet stitch, the first thing that you do is come up through, or go down through the middle, and you're going to pull your thread almost to the end and leave a tail. So I'm leaving a tail there, and I'm going to take my washi and hold that tail for me so that I'm not having to do that myself. I actually pulled it, so I don't want to do that either. All right, so I'm holding my thread with washi tape. Any washi tape, doesn't matter. All right, now I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to come back through the top, this top hole. So I need my needle to go through all 8 pages like this, and I'm going to pull it all the way through, right? Then I go down through the bottom hole. You see that? Okay. Now I'm going to come back through the center hole and try to come on the other side of this thread because I want to tie it together. But if I don't, I can fix it. All right. So I'm going to pull through. There, that worked. All right. Now I'm going to pull it tight. Now you can put it closer if you want it to be like an inch on the edge or not. It's okay. All right, so now I've pulled my thread through. I'm going to cut this. And now what I do is I didn't see that. Let's see what you said. What's the thread you're using? The thread I'm using is a waxed thread. It comes on a roll. I'll show you what it looks like. It comes like this, and it's waxed. And it's basically for this type of project. All right, so now I'm going to show you. I have 2 tails, and the long thread is in the middle. It's hard to see on this paper probably, but I'm going to tie around it from the 2 threads. I'm going to tie it once. I'm going to tie it 3 times just because I want to make sure, and it's going to hold that thread in place for me. And then with journaling and junk journals and that kind of thing, threads like this hanging is kind of a thing. So I'm going to leave them. All right, so now my journal is sewn together and I can start decorating it. So what do you guys think? Think you could make a journal like that? So on the front of mine, this is the front. I did put some lace on it already. I sewed it, actually. You can see the stitching here. If I'm not blocking the light, see the stitching here. But to decorate these, you can add all kinds of things. You can add pockets. You got all these papers, and I have coordinating papers to go with my journal, and I can put anything I want here, and I can take pieces and add to them, and like I can take this piece right like this. So one thing that you can do is add what's called a belly band, and that's basically taking it in the center of your page and adhering it to the 2 sides, and then you can slide something in it. So that's one thing. So let's just do that. That's easy. We'll do it right here in the middle. I'm going to cut it right here on this line here. And what I'm going to adhere it with is some double-sided tape. I really like double-sided tape. Do you guys use double-sided tape much? I like to use it especially for junk journals or even tags and making pockets because it adheres really well. And then you can, you know, it'll stay permanent and you don't have a lot of wet glue or anything like that. All right, so I'm making a belly band, and that is going to go on this page that like leads into the page that looks like it. So you see, so I'm just going to put it here in the middle, and now I have like a little strap, and I can slide something into it. Indeed. Oh, this tiny. This is tiny? Really? I don't know. Okay. So another thing that you can decorate with is washi tape. And one thing too is, one thing that's fun with these is that you can put, I mean, you can put anything you want. Let's see, that's upside down butterflies would not be good, right? All right, so we're just going to put some butterflies. Now this paper, generally I like to make my pages look vintage, but I didn't do that before I put them, sewed them together. But you could definitely still do it. It just would be a little bit more difficult to control where your distressing goes, or your inks, or whatever. So anyway, so I'm just going to snip that. And then just by putting a little washi tape, you can use stickers or whatever. So I have a tag here. I just have this tag. Let's see, that one's too big. How about this one? I have this tag. Uh-oh, I didn't see that. What did you say? Easy. Yep. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to take this little tag and I'm going to age it just a bit. I just like using this cocoa dye ink that I picked up at Tuesday Morning long time ago, and my homemade little blending tool here. My paper's coming off. All right, so now I have a little tag that I could slide in here, and I could add pictures or journal on this page. Now this tag actually needs some string, right? It needs some twine or something. So I'm just going to take a piece of this twine, this string, and I'm going to feed it through my hole here. Now I did make this with my tag maker, which is really cool. Now I did that with, I looped it, and now I'm going to take the ends or the tails and pull them through the loop. And now I've got my tag. Hey guys. Not seeing who all it is. Now I probably would want to decorate this, right? Not just leave it like that. Now I could write on the back, and maybe I want to give that a little color too, because it's just kind of blank, and that would be a good place to write. And just say I like, let's see, I like this. What do I like in here? I have this whole thing full of fun ephemera. Let's see. How about this bee? Do you like that? That's really pretty. So we're just going to take it and give it some age, mature it a little bit. Now you can use glue, or you can use any kind of adhesive. So I have this one, and I'm just going to put some on the back here and put my bee on there. And there we go. So now I can stick this in here, and I've already made one page. Another thing that you can do too, like for the front, you may want to put a title or something on here to say what the journal is about. Or you may just like a beautiful picture, or like, for instance, this is a beehive, so maybe I should put some bees, right? That would be awesome, you know, like that. So really and truly, you can get as creative as you want, spend as much time as you want creating any kind of journal. And it's a really fun thing. And if you want it to be really permanent, you may want to use glue, a wet adhesive. But for this project today, I just didn't want to take the time to do some wet adhesive. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you are buttons. So I have some really fun vintage buttons, and some of these will be in the kit that I have available. And so I'm just going to take a couple of buttons, and I'm going to sew them onto the front. So have you ever sewed buttons on paper before? I'm just wondering how many of you have. Let's see, these are really old. And I want ones that are kind of yellowed. So I've picked these three. can see. And I'm just going to take those buttons. Now you could glue them, but since I have this needle and thread right here, I can just sew them on. So I'm going to put one here on the end, and you just push it through the paper and pull your tail up there for your thread, and then I'm going to push it through the top. And I want to be careful not to pull my thread through my tail, right? And then I'm going to pull this up through the other hole. I don't know if you guys can see very well. I'll show you. All right, so now I have this one button on here. It's a really cute button, by the way. And it's a vintage button. And now I just tie it off. Now you can leave your tails from your knots, or you can trim them when you do these types of journals. So let me show you. So now I've got this cute little button sewed on here. It's so cute. And then I think I'll put the other two at the top. But I'm not going to take time to do that now. So do you guys have any questions or anything about the project? Trying to see if you do. It's really fun. I have all these fun papers to coordinate. I have fun ephemera to put on the pages, just all kinds of things. And I can make pockets. I can add tags. I can add this cute bag and just glue it and decorate it. And then I have another pocket. So I'm going to show you, I guess I'll show you that. So let me make this pocket look a little bit older, because I just like to do that. Easy. Yeah. It's easy. Okay. Now on this one, I'm going to put a picture of a flower or something. Let's see. Maybe I'll put something else. Let's see. I have some Tim Holtz. Have you guys heard of Tim Holtz? I have some Tim Holtz ephemera here, so I like this one, the nest and eggs, because it kind of goes with the bee theme and all that. So it already looks old, but I'm going to give it a little bit on the edges. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it. I'm going to adhere it. I'm not going to glue it, but I want to make sure it sticks really well. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make sure I don't cover up where the top would be, so that I can still put things inside here. So if it's not glued down well, you can check that. Hi cat. All right, so just say I like it and I want to put this one on one of the pages that's blank like this. So what I think I would want to do, if it was me, and it is me, I guess if it was me, is I want to put a little color around the edges and the center, because this is kind of bright white, this paper, and that's not the point of my journal. I want it to look aged, right? So now I'm going to take this pocket that I created and out of a bag, and I'm going to put it down. Now you want to make sure that if you're using a bag that you adhere it really well. You can definitely use liquid glue, like I use the Tombow glue. You can use Fabri-Tac, whatever. I'm going to put it down here towards the bottom like this, and now have a cute little pocket right here to put a tag or anything in a picture, anything I want to preserve. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you tonight. Get you thinking about the things that you can make or do. You know, I have a lot of vintage stuff, and it's really fun. These old flashcards. Do you guys remember these? Is anybody my age? Do you remember these? Because we had flashcards all the time, especially remember them for multiplication tables. We had to memorize those multiplication tables, and I remember writing them over and over and over. Anybody else, or am I older than everyone on this? Hey, honey, that's my husband over there. You don't know how old I am? You remember. Yay, somebody else remembers. Then they must be. Yeah. Oh well. It is good. You guys are awesome. Don't make me feel so bad. Anyway, okay, well, guys, let me show you what I'm going to put into a kit. And if you're interested and you would like to have a boredom breaker from tonight's live, the kit will be composed of 8 pages already sewn together. So this is one kit, and it's got these beautiful Bow Bunny papers, and I will fix them up just for you. Let's see, can I use the hole punch? Yeah, you could, but it will make kind of a big hole. So you want to be careful how big the hole is because your thread is not big. So if you used a hole punch, I would use the 1/8 inch. Let's see. Jane. Yep, I do remember Dick and Jane. See Jane, see Dick Run or whatever. Yeah, and Spot. I remember those books. Matter of fact, I've been collecting some vintage books. I'm going to show you something. All right, so let me tell you what comes in the kit. And this is for $25, includes shipping. So you get your journal, which I'm going to sew together, none of them will be exactly the same. All the kits will vary. Yes, and the golden books too, Bill. Yes, sir. Me and you, buddy. All right, you'll get coordinating papers to go with your journal, to add pockets, to add whatever you want, to make into tags, whatever you want to go with your journal. You'll get ribbon, lace, twine, and more lace. You'll get 2 rolls of washi tape to go with yours. You'll get buttons and possibly even some beads and charms. You'll get ephemera. So I have different ephemera that you'll get, including some tags. And this little bag that you can use, and it's full of goodies. Full of goodies there. Oop, that little ladybug just trying to get out. Put her back in there. And then you'll get some type of glue runner, like this one or maybe another one. They're all going to be different. And then these pages are from a 1952 dictionary. And these are actually really vintage. They're aged on their own. You don't have to age these. They're beautiful pages. And it's almost heartbreaking to pull the pages out, but I look at it as repurposing the pages and making them into something beautiful. So, so it's going to be a kit. It'll be mailed to you. You just need to let me know you're interested, and then we can figure out your address and how you want to pay for it. And what a fun thing to break up the boredom. So I'm going to pull the camera back, and everybody shut your eyes so you don't get dizzy like Bill did a while ago. And there we go. All right, let me scoot back a little bit because that's really close. Okay. And now I feel like I'm in the dark. Let me see. May have got this in the wrong place. The pages are really old. Yes, they're older than me. Collecting children's. I have a bunch of children's books I have picked up would you like to see them? I have a few. I've picked up a bunch of vintage books when I've been out to flea markets and some different places, and it's been really fun looking for them and finding the older ones. You want one of the kids, Janice? All right, so we'll connect. I think I have your email and everything, and so I'll get a kit together for you. Awesome. Yeah, that would be great. Are there any questions for me? Do you have any questions about how you can put one of these together, or any questions? Maybe I skipped something. I mean, of course, I didn't take the time to put the whole journal together, but I wanted to give you some ideas and something to do, you know, like while you're at home. Yeah, hey Denise, hey, how are you? Okay, so I want to announce something since you're on live and you're still on this long. Okay, hold on. You're going to be the first to know that next month when we do the appreciation, I don't know if you can see, but we do, when we open these every day, explained very well. Oh, thank you, Kathy. We're going to open this every day in April because it's appreciation month for your customers. Well, I don't have customers, but I have subscribers. So I'm going to do subscriber appreciation month in April. And so every Monday and Friday of April, I'm going to do a drawing for winners. So you have to enter the previous days to be in the drawing for that Monday or that Friday. And I'm going to give away a little something. It may not be a huge thing, but it'll be like a metal dies or a clear stamp set, or I've got like a 6x6 paper pad, or just something for my subscribers. I want to say thank you so much for being my subscriber and for being a part of my YouTube community and for following me and watching my videos. So anyway, I'm really, really excited about it. I've got it all planned out, and I'm excited about our next boredom breaker. Next Monday, it will be, let's see, Monday. Oh, let's see, next Friday will be the boredom breaker, and it will be repurposing the envelopes, bills, junk mail envelopes, that kind of thing. So make sure you save yours so I can show you how we'll do it. I'm also going to offer 10 kits or 20 kits of those, and that will be a separate deal, but it'll be similar. It's because we're going to create something fun for them. Anyway, so we're going to sign off here. If you are interested in one of the kits, let me know. I'll send it to you and get with you about address and everything like that. I hope that you guys stay safe. Watch your yeah, of course, your social distance. Wash your hands. You know, just be wise and take care of yourself. And we'll get together again. Now, Monday night is alive. I have a video that I'm finishing up that will be posting soon. You want a kit too, Denise? Yay! And also, let's see, I've got one video I'm finishing. It'll be up probably by in the morning. If it's not up later tonight, it'll be up in the morning. Blessed everyone. Yes. Thanks, Ray. And you guys, I will talk to you again soon. I hope I've inspired you to create in some way, and share this video. It'd be great. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.